Sweet. Hey, Gamesline! Solon's back for more PAX. I'm here with Gina and Nick and a large Prinny to talk about NIS America. How y'all doing? Welcome back to PAX. I see you here every single year, and you always have a very wide selection of games. But this time specifically, it's Disgaea 7.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So how's it been going this year? Enjoying PAX so far?
Yeah, it's been going really good. So we have a kind of challenge associated with the demo.
Yes.
Yeah, the demo is of the first jumpification fight in the game.
Yep.
Against Ieyasu.
Okay.
So essentially a jumpified boss fight.
Okay, nice.
Jumpification is one of the new features in Disgaea 7. It's where your characters can grow to like kaiju level size, and they can start duking it out with each other, or they can do like massive AoE attacks on units on the stage.
Help out, dude!
Scatter! Kanzan Musashi!
The first 20 people each day to defeat Ieyasu get a little Pichan pin.
Oh, that's a fun.
Yep, we ran out today, but we're doing it every day, 20 per day.
What a challenge.
We've had a lot of people there trying to win the pin, a couple of people getting back in line to play the demo again.
Yep.
A lot of people looking over people's shoulders to see what the strategy is. So it's been a lot of fun. Yeah.
There's been some really cool strategies. A lot of people thinking outside the box. That's cool.
That's cool. I've talked to a bunch of other indie devs who are like demoing their game for the first time ever. And so they're like, oh, I gotta go back and change a bunch of things. So tonight I'm gonna make changes, and tomorrow the demo's gonna run even better. And it's like, you can't really do that here, because y'all are part of NIS America, which is a larger branch of, you know, showing this game overseas, whereas all of NIS is in Japan. So what's that like when it comes to like marketing games and presenting NIS games specifically, because they have such a very specific style?
For us, so although our parent company is Nipponichi Software in Japan, right?
Yep.
When the titles come to us, we are still like doing a fair amount of development and programming.
Really?
And localization, so it's
Yes.
not like we're getting a finished, polished product. We are still doing quite a bit of work to those to localize them here to the U.S. and maintain like that integrity. And,
Wow. Okay, so you actually kind of give a little feedback to help make it better and develop it further.
Absolutely,
That's amazing.
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into like, you know, we also localize for other companies that do not have a U.S., European, or a branch in like ANZ.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that kind of goes into that and maintaining the integrity and I don't want to say accuracy, but like making sure that the localization is like as it was intended to be in the original content, right?
Right.
So there's a lot of that, but as far as marketing goes, we kind of get to do our own thing.
Yeah.
We're very unique in the sense that we have a lot of freedom with our North American marketing for these titles.
Yeah.
And so we like to, like, most of us are fans.
Right.
We started as fans. We like to look at it as fans, what we think is cool, what we think fans would think is cool, and we just kind of run with it. And yeah, we're very lucky to have a lot of autonomy with that, and also just like a really supportive team.
Well, I would figure it's kind of challenging because it's such an open canvas. When I think of like the NIS brand, I'm thinking of like it's cool and quirky, which is a great starting spot, but like also really vague and can be a lot of things.
Totally.
So how do you like hone in on that?
When it comes to marketing, each title is kind of its own beast, and so we often meet as a team.
Beast is a really good word for
yes, it is.
the wide variety of NIS is kind of staggering.
So very early on, we'll meet as a team and just kind of do a brainstorm of what do we think is the best kind of marketing direction for a title, and then from there, like what is it we're trying to inform people about this title? What do we feel that what are the features, the key features we want to hone in on? What is it that we think this game brings to the table?
Right.
Its biggest strengths, and from there we'll kind of decide what activities we think benefited the most, and what we think fans will think is most fun.
What kind of activities that you want to like put together? What does that mean?
Sometimes they're physical, real activities.
Right.
Like, you know, here, coming to events, doing things like that. Other things, there are things like contests online or a little more interactive things. There could be anything to like we're scripting out our trailers or other marketing beats that provide some sort of, you know, education. Because our goal is
That's
to
kind of,
educate people.
yeah.
And, you know.
Right. Oh, that's a cool way of looking at it too.
Yeah, like more about just like getting people to know what's up. Because like somebody could come over and be like, "This is a penguin," and we're like, "Yeah, he explodes when he's thrown."
Yep.
He's
Don't throw it.
also like a husk. You know what I mean? Like there's so much more than just what you see. So like, how do we effectively get that out and make it fun and fit the brand? So
Because yeah, the games themselves have their own depths to like be worth exploring, but how do you get them on that first hook, you know?
Yeah.
Because then once someone gets in, they get deeper and deeper, and it all rolls so smoothly from there. At least that was my experience with the first one of the Disgaea. I think it was Disgaea 4 I jumped in on. And I was like, oh, the Invader Zim guy, oh, quirky voice acting, this is so fun. Oh.
you're like, oh god.
Oh, there's so much here, and I just circle the drain and fall into a pit. It's delightful. The same thing happened with Sakura. No, it was the last time I was here. Played a Princess in a Shadow game. It was.
Oh, is it the Liar Princess and the Blind Prince?
That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's another like NIS developed one, and they actually just like last year came out with the kind of the spiritual successor, which is the King and the Great Hero.
Oh wow,
So
cool.
very similar, like same storybook kind of art style, very like again very unique. Like they tell kind of a dark story in this like lighthearted child like storybook kind of way. So
Okay, yeah.
same idea.
So completely different game.
Yeah.
Just not this guy at all. And so marketing that is like a whole can of worms.
Yeah. Again, we kind of look at everything like individually and like think about like the aspects that we need to get across and then the things that we personally think are super cool.
Okay, cool.
And it's always about like how can we educate and inform people about what this game brings to the table in a fun and engaging way.
Yeah.
And I kind of bring all of that up specifically because I'm burying the lead. We're talking about NIS and Disgaea. Can we walk to the other side of this booth? Because the other game that's behind this booth right here is sick as hell.
Absolutely.
Here.
Why do you think so?
Let's do a little walk and talk. So the whole reason, like Disgaea here looks awesome. There's just so much going on here that is like, oh, home, I'm home, I love this. Wow, so warm and inviting. And then I saw this.
This is CRYMACHINA. And CRYMACHINA is a title that we are localizing. It is developed originally by Fudio. And it is actually really stark contrast to Disgaea. It's very, you'll notice lots of cool tones, lots of darkness, super edgy, very emotional. It's like very
Emotional.
Yeah, it takes place 2,000 years after the extinction of the human race. You play as Levin Distel. She's the main character there. She was a human who died, and she wakes up 2,000 years later with her consciousness instilled into a robot body.
This is not what I expect out of NIS at all, and so
It's very different, but it's really fun. Different is good, right?
It's an arcade game too. It's got this like level design and styles that are like fast, rapid, yeah.
Big time.
Super fast paced. It plays a lot on combos and precision dodging, countering, all that good stuff.
Yep.
It's very much like skill based.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's very dark. The art is beautiful. There's two awesome artists who worked on this title that are just the artwork is.
Two artists?
Yeah. So one did the main character design, and then the other one did the enemies who are the Deus Ex Machina. So they
Yep.
did those.
Wow. Yeah. So your job job's very hard. Just you have a wild and cool job to put all of these together, and they show themselves well, but like you have to know to translate that. And
show you all of the. Yeah, it's hard, but it's also really fun. And
I feel like that would be so rewarding.
Like it's hard. I feel like it's challenging.
Yeah, challenging. That's the right word.
It's fun. Every title is like a learning experience.
Yeah.
And like no matter how you approach it, like you always learn something. So like I feel like that is super great.
Each one is its own unique challenge, honestly. But each one has a strength and something and an identity, something that people can key on. And it's important just finding that and being able to translate it to the community, again, in a way that's like fun and engaging.
Right.
It's really kind of what we come back to, core philosophy that we come back to.
That's so cool.
Totally.
Thank you for the interview. Let's do some business. So, Disgaea 7.
Yes.
Where can I expect to see it? When can I expect to see it?
Disgaea 7, October 3rd.
Yep.
It will be on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yep.
And then, how about Cryotech?
CRYMACHINA.
CRYMACHINA.
Yeah, so CRYMACHINA is October. Wow, CRYMACHINA is October 24th. That is also Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, so PS4, PS5, and PC.
Amazing.
And both keep an eye out for demos, other stuff. We both have two really thoughtfully designed limited editions that you can get for both of these. CRYMACHINA, I know I was talking about the artist, features an art book that's got some really gorgeous artwork.
Wow. Is that something you have a hand in? Is doing the limited editions for?
We do for like brainstorming for content. A lot of it falls on our store team.
Yes.
And our store team is extremely thoughtful with their limited editions, but they also reach out to us and we kind of collaborate with them with.
Because that's another arm of NIS that I don't know if other people see, is that your guys' job is to also do the storefront, which is always cooking. On the other side of the booth is the whole thing.
Yeah, when it comes to the final kind of design and input on what items make it into a limited edition, it's very much a conversation between the online store team and the design team.
Yeah.
They kind of work in tandem with that. But similar to marketing activities, from the very beginning, if people that aren't in the team want to provide input, they're always willing to listen.
Yeah.
It's a very kind of open environment internally.
That's so
in terms
fun.
of like, well, I have an idea for a marketing activity, or I have an idea for an element in the limited edition. You might not necessarily be part of those teams, but everyone's always willing to listen. So.
Yeah, the whole team. Like it's super collaborative, and I think that's also very unique. And
I think that's kind of why I came to NIS specifically, was like, there's a unique atmosphere here, and it makes for a very collaborative, inherently, it has to be a very collaborative space.
Yeah.
So, thank you for talking to us today.
Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for stopping by.
Have a great rest of PAX. This is awesome.
thank you as well.
Thank you very much.